This happened on Halloween night, 2022, and until today, I still can't explain what we saw. At the time, I was 21, spending my first Halloween away from home with 3 of my college friends, Marcus, Jess, and Tori. We decided to skip the parties and do something different. Marcus found this old rural trail on Reddit where people said you could still see the Halloween lights of Hollow Creek. Basically, legend said there was a farmhouse that would light up only on Halloween night, a house that had burned down years ago. People said if you knocked on the door after midnight, someone would answer from inside. It sounded like classic urban legend nonsense. But we were bored, so around 10:30 p.m., we packed up snacks, flashlights, and drove out there. The road got narrower and darker the farther we went, trees arching over the car like a tunnel. There were no other cars, no houses, just the sound of gravel under our tires and the occasional crunch of leaves. After about 20 minutes, our GPS lost signal, but Marcus swore we were close. Eventually, we came to a rusted gate chained halfway open with a crooked sign that read, "Hollow Creek Farm, no trespassing." We parked nearby and walked the rest of the way. The air was cold, unnaturally cold, and everything was silent. Even the wind felt like it was holding its breath. About 5 minutes in, we saw it. An old 2-story house at the end of the dirt path. The windows were shattered, the paint was gone, but the porch light was on. Jess laughed, saying, "No way. Someone actually lives here." But none of us saw any cars, no smoke, no signs of life. Just that one warm yellow light over the porch. We got closer. The steps creaked as we climbed them. Marcus, always the bold one, knocked 3 times. Nothing. He knocked again, louder this time. And then, we heard it. A faint knockback dot from inside the door. Tori froze. "You heard that, right?" Marcus laughed it off, but when he tried the doorknob, it turned. He pushed it open, and the smell hit us instantly, like wet ashes and something rotten. Inside, it looked like time had stopped decades ago. Furniture half-burned, wallpaper curled, and an old photo of a smiling family still hanging crooked on the wall. Marcus shone his flashlight down the hall, and that's when Jess said, "Wait. Didn't we leave the porch light on?" We turned back, the porch light was off. And behind the door, a second knock came. 3 times. Like someone was now standing where we had been. Marcus whispered, "It's probably the wind." Except the knocks started repeating faster, this time until Jess screamed and bolted out. The 3 of us ran after her. When we got outside, the light flicked back on, and the door slowly creaked open behind us. Standing in the doorway was a figure, small, maybe 5 feet tall, wearing a cracked porcelain mask with hollow black eyes. It didn't move. It just tilted its head, watching us. Marcus shouted, "We're leaving," and we sprinted for the car. But as we got closer, we noticed something that made my stomach drop. Our car lights were already on. We hadn't left them on. When Marcus opened the driver's door, the radio was playing. Static at first, then a faint voice through the noise. "You knocked. Now it's our turn." All 4 doors locked themselves. I'll never forget the look on Tori's face as the headlights flickered, because in their light, we saw 3 figures stepping out of the woods on either side of the road, all wearing the same cracked white mask. Marcus was slamming the locks, Jess was crying. And I grabbed the emergency hammer from the glove box and smashed the back window. We climbed out one by one and ran. The last thing I remember before hitting the main road was hearing that voice again behind us, calm, almost playful. "See you next Halloween." When we brought the police back the next morning, the house was gone. No light dot, no ruins. Just open field and a burned foundation that looked at least 20 years old. Every Halloween since then, around midnight, I get a phone notification with no sender. Just one message. Knock, knock, knock.